I know. This is my third video on this Linares Lomachenko topic, but it's getting juicier and better by the minute. It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on CastBox. The link's in the description. You want to get in touch with me, video request, question, collabs, whatever it may be, click the Facebook link, like the Facebook page, and inbox me there quickest way. Get in touch with your boy. But what's going on is this. Now the Oscar De La Hoya is trying to get Linares to come to HBO. If you haven't seen the other videos I did, let me explain this the situation. And I'm seeming like the only one that's really covering this, but it's getting juicy and it has implications on the boxing world. What's going on is Linares and Lomachenko, they crunch money for Lomachenko and Linares to happen on ESPN Madison Square Garden May 12th. Oscar De La Hoya don't like that date. Peter Nelson, president of HBO, don't like that day. Him and Bob Arum got bad beef. We just talked about it. They don't like that date. They want, Linares and Lomachenko to take place in HBO because they have the Triple G Canelo replay and they need a live fight to follow that. So rather than let Lomachenko and Linares have a live fight on ESPN and go against, HBO and kind of go against themselves, Oscar De La Hoya said, they want to take that fight and put it on HBO or have it as the following to Triple G and Canelo replay. After Bob Arum went to ESPN execs and got the money for this fight to happen and crunched numbers all week for this fight to happen. They trying to play Bob like Bob needs HBO to come back to HBO, crawling to HBO. So they trying to play Bob like he a hoe. So that's what they want to do. And what's coming out is it's a Ukrainian holiday and Lomachenko only could fight 1 or 2 times in the spring or summer months or something like that. And Bob Arum wants May 12th to be that date. That's what the ESPN execs want. But Oscar De La Hoya now is saying that, they going to offer Lomachenko more money to come over to ESPN. To come over to HBO, and fight, Linares. But Oscar De La Hoya is acting like he got the A side in this situation. He don't. Linares is a clear B side. He's not even close to Lomachenko on the pound for pound list. I don't think he's a pound for pound fighter, not even by a long shot, in my opinion. But he's acting. Oscar De La Hoya and Peter Nelson are trying to act like they got the power over Bob Arum. And we know Bob Arum split once Ken Hirschman was leaving HBO. Him and Peter Nelson don't see eye to eye. They don't. They've been beefing for a quick, a few times. Bob Arum says that Peter Nelson don't know nothing about boxing and making good boxing fights, and his fight selection on HBO has been, piss poor. Primarily because Peter Nelson didn't let Bob Arum have his in-house fights like he traditionally did on HBO. And he cut ties with Bob Arum. He just ran with Main Events, Rock Nation, Oscar De La Hoya, and those guys. But they wouldn't have Lomachenko on. We know, Harold Letterman, Jim Lampley, Roy Jones, Max Kellerman love Vasyl Lomachenko. And they wouldn't mind having Lomachenko on. But this is a power struggle. They're trying to basically strong-arm Bob Arum. It's a take it or leave offer. If not, there's been rumors out there they're going to, go ahead and proceed with Mikey Garcia and Jorge Linares. That's their backup plan. And the WBC already, mandated that fight to happen. I talked about it earlier. Why, how did Mikey Garcia get the regular WBC belt? According to Team Mikey Garcia and I think Lou DiBella, they said that Jorge Linares was ducking, Gentini, and that's how Mikey Garcia got that spot. But man, that's crazy, bro. Like, these dudes really, really are acting like bras and females. These guys are businessmen with millions of dollars, good lifestyle, good fighters under their belt, and they can't even sit in the room or chop it up on a conference call and chop and crunch numbers. They so full of themselves. And Oscar De La Hoya is trying to act like he has the chips to play with Bob Arum. I tell you this, HBO, they own life support, without working with Al and Bob Arum. Those are the two most wealthiest and thickest and rich rosters out there. Main Events, Kovalev and Barrera. And Barrera's on his last fight with them, facing Demetrius Bivol. You got Linares. You got Canelo, Triple G, Danny Jacobs, Andrade. Okay, you got those guys. Bob Arum has the number 1, and some people say 1A, 1B, or number 2 fighters pound for pound in Lomachenko, Terence Crawford, Lomachenko. He has Alexander Gufic, if I pronounce his name right. He still has Manny Pacquiao on his back foot. He's about to get another champion, Ray Beltran. He has Oscar Valdez, Jesse McAdone. He has Gilberto Ramirez. He has Jesse Hart. He has chips to go. Bob Arum is a calculated guy. Bob Arum knows not to put all his eggs in one basket, dealing with HBO Peter Nelson, the guy that he hates, and another guy that he helped spawn but hates as well, and kind of got a love-hate relationship with Oscar De La Hoya. He knows how they roll. His backup plan would be Lomachenko taking on Ray Beltran May 12th, if Ray Beltran wins. And Paulus Moses, that Ray Beltran is fighting, is already committed to facing Lomachenko next. Said he's welcome that if he upsets Ray Beltran. And he knows dealing with Oscar De La Hoya is, what it is. He know they're probably gonna pull a fast one. And he sounded a little frustrated in the comment in an article saying that he spent all week trying to crunch numbers and get the money for Linares to come over. And the ESPN, execs, worked hard for this fight to happen. And then Oscar pulled the rug right under him. Like I said, these guys are rich females. These are rich bras. They got female tendencies, attitudes. They probably bleed once a month. They PMS. They can't even sit on a conference call or sit in the room and make a fight happen for the boxing fans. They just so self-centered on making fights. And I'm trying to tell you, the ice is thickening in the Cold War. I'm trying to tell you. This is going to make it difficult to make fights with Top Rank and HBO and Golden Boy and whatever entities that HBO works with. This is a monkey wrench in the game, and this is getting dangerous and hard to read every day. But I like it. It's entertaining, but it ain't good for boxing. We out.